Recording in progress.
Good morning. Let's go ahead everybody. Chalo. So we have also got which chapter now? Last one. Carry forward and set off of losses, right? Quite interesting. Hardly 5 6 sections, but again an interesting chapter to understand what should be the priority of setting of losses, or how really actually we can save our taxes also by understanding again which is the best method, or where should we set off the losses first, है ना? Next, बच्चों, we go to the next concept. Directly, बच्चों, we are now jumping. Tell me, in income tax, what have we covered till now? In first 10 sections, बच्चों, what have we covered in first 10 sections? Basics. I'm talking of sections, huh, बच्चों, not chapters, sections. Basics, definition, previous year, then everything about residential status 6, है ना, 6, 7, everything. Then around 9, बच्चों, what have we done? Tell me. Income taxable in India, deemed to accrue or arise in India, all of that. Correct, everybody? Section 10, tell me, बच्चों. Everybody? All of you quickly. Exempt income, है ना? Remember or no? Exempt income. 10 and 10 AA also. SEZ exemption, बच्चों, also we had claimed, है ना? 11, 12, etc. Right now you don't have in syllabus. Okay, then around 15 onwards, what do we have? Salary. But only 3 sections. Then some sections are, बच्चों, not in the act. Then entire 20 is almost 22 to 27 is what? House property. 28 to बच्चों 44 is almost what? I mean, obviously I'm talking of only 44. PGBP. Correct? 45 to 55 almost बच्चों what? Capital gains. And again 56 onwards iOS. 60 is what have we done? 60 and 60 onwards. Clubbing, remember? And in 70s, again in the very basic of 70s, but what have we done? All of you? Carry forward and set off. So right now, whatever we have done is in the same sequence, है ना? 87A, etc., a little bit here and there, that we have covered. Okay? Yes, yes, good morning, correct. And then, but now we are going after that in section around 80, section 80, we are going to check out. Okay? Everybody? All of you okay till here? Yeah? So we're going to do what deductions from gross total income, called as chapter 6A. I hope you understand. Chapter means which chapter? Chapter means which chapter? हाँ बच्चों, chapter 6A means what chapter? What chapter are we talking about? Chapter where is the chapter? Chapter is in the, obviously in the act. Remember na? All of you? What do you remember? Chapters about bachcho parts of the act. And in the chapter, obviously, we're going to have sections. So chapter 6A, 6B, whatever we have. We have 17A, 17B also. Chapters of the Income Tax Act. Okay. So this one particular part of the chapter, bachcho, it talks about what? Deductions from gross total income. So first of all, you have arrived at GTI. Okay. We have done everything now. Right from basics of residential status. Whether that income is taxable or not taxable in India. Right from starting from that. Correct? All the heads of income. Competition of bachcho, all the heads of income. Yes, still everybody? Then also clubbing and set off. Clubbing means with other person's income, etc. Set off if there is losses, because mainly, obviously, very famously, you always have house property losses, bachcho, generally, okay, whenever you're paying loan. So you have, bachcho, now you are able to, okay, at least basic prepare gross total income. Yes, Shilya? And if you remember chapter number 1, we used to do income tax liability calculations. From bachcho gross total income, we can reduce chapter 6A deductions. Yes, still everybody? So lots of time the reference was there of section 80C. Right? And it is also one of the most famous sections. And if you ask any person, whoever is earning income, they are generally, obviously, they are aware about 80C. Okay, 80C. Clear, everybody? Yeah. So let us just simply first of all, very basically understand what is the major difference between deductions and exemptions, है ना? Deductions and exemption. बच्चों, where do we provide for exemption? Where do we provide for exemption? Very good, Mansi. At the source itself. At the source itself. The exemption is about that particular source of income, not the entire category or whole all the incomes. Only that particular source of income. Agricultural income you had, HR you had, leave travel concession you had, correct Ilya? Then your capital gains for urban agricultural land you have also had, no, for some certain conditions, or rural agricultural land. Yes, Ilya? What all you had? This family pension for Mahavir Chakra awardee. So there were so many cases, है ना? But so many cases. All of them are mentioned in the particular section 10. Only particular source that is exempt. And as soon as you earn it over there only, bacho, we exempt it, and we don't even bring it in the outer column. Correct, Ilya? However, deduction is from all the incomes generally again. Deduction, bacho, whatever we were discussing now is from the gross total income. So it is basically from gross total income is from all the income generally now. Let it be your salary, house property, PGP, IOS, etc. And everybody clear? Then generally we use section 10 for exemption and chapter 60 for deductions. Chapter 6 says, bacho, after all the computation, and exemption is at the source during the computation. Yes, Ilya? So deduction is generally given from income chargeable to tax, and exemption it is if an income is exempt from tax, it is not included itself, है ना? It is not included itself from computation income. Deduction is from at least taxable income, na bacho? Gross total income. Yes, Ilya? Deduction can be less than or equal to or more than the amount of income. If amount deductible is more than the income, the resulting amount will be taken as loss. This is very, very rare, however, that deduction is more than the income. But obviously, bacho, exemption can never be more than the income. है ना? It can be bacho nil if all the conditions are not satisfied. It can be partial like what we calculate for HRA, correct? Or bacho, it can be equal to the income, but never, ever as such more than the income. Yes, Ilya? Fine, everybody? So we have to go but to the entire universe of section 80. So 80 is just section, but we have lots of subsections. Just like bacho, we have 44. We had 44A, double A. What do you have? AB and all of that, है ना? Everybody. Or AE, AD, ADA for present taxation. So number is just one single number, 80. But we have lots of sections related to that particular section. Okay. We have entire bacho story from 80C to 80U. What did I say? 80C to 80U. Okay. 80ABC also we have little bit. But how many sections are there now almost? U, W, X, Y, Z. Almost 23 bacho. But not just that. Not just that. We have sections. 80C, CC, CCD. Okay, that also we have. Then once you have section 80E, then EE, EEB, and all of that. So again, multiple alphabets will be there. Okay. But let me tell you one more also, again, better or a good thing. There are many sections right now which is not part of your syllabus at inter level. Okay. The other section bacho may come at final level also, or only in practical life. Alright. So again, honestly, you have very, very basic sections, but the most important sections at your inter level. Okay, everybody, let's start. ADA, what does ADA say? In computing total income, I hope you understand meaning of this word total income means. What do you mean by bacho total income? We pay tax on, or the tax is calculated on total income. Okay, so total income bacho has been, we have been seeing it from chapter number 1. It is taxable income. Total income means what bacho? Taxable income. In computing the total income of the assessee, there shall be allowed from the GTI the deduction specified from 80C to 80U. Fine, Delia? 80A is giving the power to reduce from GTI. I hope you remember little bit of exception, that still chapter 16 reduction bacho we cannot reduce from a particular income. Do you remember? Can you give me 2 examples? Because I can think of 2 examples right now. Such income from which we cannot reduce chapter 6A. Foreign income, kuch bhi. Correct, very good. Both of you answered, Indrajit and Mansi, correct. Capital gain bacho we had seen for LTCG, correct, and casual income. है ना बच्चों? Remember or no? From both these incomes, even casual income bacho, in that category I'll also put undisclosed income bacho. I mean, I'm just saying that undisclosed income. From that, you cannot reduce anything. So even you cannot reduce chapter 6 deductions. Clear till here? Let's go. Okay. Fine. The aggregate amount of deductions under this chapter shall not in any case. Now again, but to check what are they saying. Aggregate amount of deductions under this chapter shall not in any case exceed GTI. So here they are giving much clarification. Okay. Now you might say, sir, what is this time pass then? Deduction can be more than the income and all of that. It is quite possible, but also in case of check, I mean, I'll say we had session around 35. We had scientific expenditure. At that time also we had some cases that whatever is the expenditure of that 100% is allowed as deduction. But there are also cases when 125% or 150% of the expenditure were allowed as deduction. So at times, and that is also called as weighted deduction, weighted. That means whatever is the amount more than that, but the deductions were given. Quite possible, right? But here for chapter 6, now what are they giving clarification? That yes, deductions cannot be more than the GTI. Okay till here? Shall not. Thus, an SSC cannot have a loss as a result of deduction under chapter 6A and claim to carry forward the same for the purpose of set off against his income in the subsequent year. Basically what, bacho? If chapter 6A is more than GTI, what will happen, Nitin? If chapter 6A is more than GTI, what will happen? Loss or nil income? All of you. Nitin. Now you will not give negative income, na now. Loss. Hey Bhagwan. No loss, shall not. Good morning, Kusbu. Okay? Look at this right now, line or paragraph. If chapter 6 is more than GTI, income is nil. No loss. Clear? Okay. One more thing for your understanding or for your purpose. Okay, let me say, okay, this is not a perfect answer, but deduction now what we are going to do for chapter 6A are majorly about expenditure. Okay? An exemption, bacho, is mainly obviously about income. Means what? If you spend, you will get the deduction. If you earn, you are getting the exemption. Did you understand? ATC, bacho, we have seen LIC, life insurance premium paid. Paid, na? So only paid, you spend, then you are getting the bacho deduction. But here, bacho, exemption, if you earn at the source itself, automatically, okay, automatically, bacho, you will get the exemption. Yes, Leo? Let's go ahead, everybody. Chalo. Now, types of deduction, bacho, under chapter 6A. In respect of certain payments, okay? Sorry, look at 80C only. 80C, triple C, CCD, DD, DDB, E. We have many. And we are going to do, bacho, all of them. E, A, E, B, G, G, all of that. Sorry. Okay? ATU also. If you remember, bacho, ATU. What is happening today? What is ATU? Do you remember what ATU? Anything? We have done much in case of minor also. Correct. Disability, correct. ATU bacho was about disability, hai na? So any expenditure incurred, or let us say, if the assessee or the dependent are disabled, you will get a deduction. Okay? That we are going to see later on in detail as it is. I'm just giving you an idea. Okay, let's go ahead. Then, deduction in respect of certain incomes also. Okay, income, ATIA, IAP. All of that again we don't have in too much in detail. But if at all, ATP also you know, huh? Sorry, if at all you have certain type of income, special type of income, like let us say बच्चों cooperative society, okay, cooperative society. So the cooperative society is बच्चों earning income, their income will be exempt through a deduction, but through a deduction. So not through a section 10, but through chapter 6A. Okay. Then let us say but you're earning some royalty. You're earning some royalty, or you are earning because you have some patent in your name. Again, but those income will be, they will be allowed. From them, we will allow certain deductions. Okay, everybody. Sorry. Do you remember 80DDA? 80DDA. Correct. Which income, बच्चों? Correct, Mahajan. Interest on savings bank account, है ना? Interest on savings bank account deduction was allowed up to rupees 10,000. Okay, that also we are going to see in detail. चलेगा? Okay. 80AC stipulates, means mentions compulsory filing of ROI before ROI due date for availing deduction of following sections. Okay, that means if at all you want to claim deduction, you compulsory have to file the return within ROI due date of 139(1). Is this also a little bit similar to your loss returns? Loss returns means what, bachcho? You have loss in the year and you want to carry forward. So you need to bachcho file return within due date or no? है ना? For certain income, okay, certain income. Like which one? PGB, CG, etc. Okay. So check which are the sections 80IA to 80RRB. Check. Just for the sake of example, just check. 80IA. Deduction in respect of profits and gains from industrial undertaking or enterprise engaged in infrastructure development, operation, maintenance, generation, transmission, distribution of power, etc. What which mainly for power. Then deduction in respect and profits and gains of developer of SEZ. Okay. 80 IAB. IAC eligible startup. IB industrial undertaking other than infrastructure development. है ना? This बच्चों I is again mainly for what? Infrastructure development or no? Okay, everybody. IBA, housing projects, IC, undertaking Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, and IE, but North Eastern states. Basically, you will see many of the companies 5-10 years back, okay, 10 years back, they started their new units or branches, or you can say factories in northern states, okay. Uttarakhand, Uttaranchal, and even northeastern states, even Himachal Pradesh for the matter. Because of these deductions, these sections, that they were given benefit that first 5 years, first 10 years, or whatever number of years you have the factory, you will get certain deductions. Something much similarly we had seen in section 10A or no? 10AA, sorry. Tell me. 10AA, remember? SEZ, exports from SEZ. But that is only for exports from SEZ, है ना? But if at all you have a unit in particular of these locations, then you're getting some more deductions or other deductions. Yes, Chalia? Now, why these deductions are bachcho given? Now look at 80 IC and 80 IE. What do you think, bachcho? What is the purpose for IC and IE? Tell me. Tell me. What do you think? What is the purpose behind 80IC and 80IE? Because these states as such are in a way बच्चों underdeveloped, or maybe they are dependent mainly on tourism, maybe, or they have a local business only, है ना? When you promote industrialization in that particular area, automatically बच्चों the entire area is going to what? Develop. Hi Anna, everybody. So northeastern states also, and certain these kind of states also, okay? Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, etc. Okay, everybody? So understand always section 10 is obviously about exemption, but deductions, they definitely bachcho are with a particular point of view or objective that whatever we wish to promote. For example, bachcho, let me ask you a very simple question. What about electric vehicles? Sorry. Electric vehicles are promoted or not promoted by the government? What do you think? Electric vehicles, they are promoted. Acha, what do you think the government is doing to promote electric vehicles? I'm just asking general knowledge, okay? I'm not asking anything from deductions. What do you think, bachcho, the government is doing? Very good, Kushbu. Concession are being given. Concession means discounts are given. Now, whenever you purchase a vehicle, two-wheeler or four-wheeler. Now, for example, bachcho, let us say my bike was around what? Around 1.85 lakhs something. Okay, or I don't remember properly. That was the ex-showroom price. But in totality, by my on-road price is 2.5 lakhs. So out of 1.85 lakhs something, I don't remember exact figures, okay, but such a significant figure goes only for registration. Government is bachcho getting rich and rich. Only registration of the vehicle, RTO, that fees, whatever we have. So over there at times for such electric vehicles, government doesn't take fees or government is exempting fees. Delhi government and some other government bachcho had given, I think, 50% discount, or I think some kind of very big subsidy they had given for first 100 or first 1000 vehicles. Yes? Max Life what? Acha. Finally, yeah? So concession can be given in the ration fees or directly, but subsidy is also given. Subsidy. Okay, all of you? Fine, everybody? So it depends on government's point of view also. Now, if you only want to promote northeastern states or northern states, okay, they can put that, under this also, deduction also, okay. Other income acho. 80 JJA, processing of biodegradable waste. Did we have or no? Something similar. Section what, 35, na? Remember 35 2, something it was what it was, 35 2AB. What it was? Scientific research, but that was much for towards scientific research. Scientific research in case of biodegradable waste business, है ना? Sorry. Yes? Then JJA we are going to have in the syllabus. Deduction in respect of new employees, employment. Then certain incomes of offshore banking units and IFSC. ATP, cooperative societies, PA, producer companies. QQB, royalty of authors. And RRB bachcho, royalty on patents. Again, these things we have in syllabus, okay? JJA we have, QQB we have, RRB also bachcho we have. Yes, that is all we are going to see in detail. Yes, everybody. So you will have to remember lots of things in the chapter, lots of things. Which all expenditures are allowed as deduction, under which section, and what is the limit for the same, or you can say monetary limit. Clear till here? Fine. आगे बढ़े. Let's go ahead, everybody. ATC. One of the most famous sections, like I told you. Okay? Anybody may know or not know about other section, but ATC is something everybody knows at least, है ना? At least they have heard of ATC. So ATC, बच्चों, obviously coming from chapter 6A of the Income Tax Act. Yes, we have seen PPF, correct? What all do you remember this? Again, you will see, read here, but whatever we have covered, bachcho, till now was life insurance premium paid, 5-year bank FD, PPF, correct? Can you give me one more example from salaries? I doubt we have done that. Not ESIC. ESIC is expenditure for the employer. ESIC. EPF. Somebody said EPF. Good answer. Good. हाँ ठीक है. Yes, Nitin, correct. Employees' contribution towards provident fund. You have done provident funds, remember? Statutory provident fund, then which one? Recognized, unrecognized, PPF. So even if you remember recognized provident fund, God, out of employees' own contribution, that amount goes towards ATC deduction. Okay, everybody. Let's go ahead, everybody. Chalo, fine. In case of an individual or HUF, so basically ATC is limited only to natural persons. Yes, till here? Including HUF. Okay, everybody? Fine till here? There shall... Have we read the word? Is the word resident over here given? Is the word resident bachcho over here given? No. So can non-resident bachcho claim chapter 6A? Yes. Okay, fine. Pay attention. So in case of an individual or HUF, there shall be deducted from the whole of the amount paid or deposited in the previous year as does not exceed 1.5 lakhs. Full stop. Okay. What is the upper limit of ATC? 1,50,000. And this has not changed since a decade, I think now, if I'm not wrong. And they should increase it, by the way. Anyways. The following sums qualify for tax reduction under section ATC, but on what basis? Important. Very important. On payment basis. That is the reason, but generally, you will see people spending a lot in February and March. Spending means all these deductions. Insurance premium, home loan, or all the investments, just because they want to show it before March end, so that they can claim it as a deduction. Clear till all of you? Fine. In fact, all these things you should not do in March. You should do all of these things in April, in the beginning of the financial year, always. That is always better, so that you get an idea how much is remaining or not remaining at the end of the year. And then accordingly, there is no burden at the end of the year. Okay? Fine. Let's start, everybody. Ready? Okay. Let us first of all just go through. I will not go into details. I'll first of all give you a brief idea. What do you have in ATC? Premium paid on insurance policy. Okay? But this is a life policy or endowment, means again the same thing, benefit. Life policy. What insurance policy we can have? Life. Then apart from life, tell me. Very good. Health, that is medical. Very good. And then again you have general insurance for material things, building, home, vehicles, etc. Or stock go down and all of that. Yeah. So here specifically, which are we talking about right now? Only life policy. Clearly, everybody? So to effect or to keep that life policy, you're paying premium. So your expenditure is what, premium. Correct, here? Now, premium can be paid monthly, quarterly, half yearly, or yearly. Okay, generally people prefer paying it yearly at the end of the year. Don't forget, under ATC or deduction, mainly on payment basis only. Payment basis, okay? If you pay before 31st March or on or before 31st March, you will get the deduction in that particular year. Okay, that is just, I'm just not going into details right now. Second, contribution to PPF. Have you done this or no? In salaries? Yes, public provident fund. Okay, then unit link insurance plan, forget it. Deferred annuity, forget it. Some plans of LIC, forget it. Contribution to statutory provident fund or even recognized provident fund. है ना? Everybody? EPF means employee provident fund. So again, that amount was getting deducted from his salary or no? Do you remember that? The amount was deducted from his salary and an equal contribution was also made by employer. I hope you remember. And both these amounts are put in his fund, provident fund. So whatever is deducted from his salary, that means ultimately he has paid it. Are हाँ या ना? If it is deducted from his salary, bachcho, and then contributed to the fund, that means employee has paid. That's why employee gets the deduction. Clear? Then, approved superannuation fund, leave it. National Saving Certificate, NSC. Again, issued bachcho by post office. Post office, remember, I hope. So these are again your savings instrument. Okay, savings instrument. Okay. Then check. Units of any mutual fund which is approved by the board. Board means CBDT, not board of directors. Okay, here बच्चों CBDT. ठीक है? So approved mutual fund. Okay, so then certain mutual funds बच्चों, the numbers, not numbers, the list will be given. So of that mutual funds, if you buy units, you will be allowed बच्चों deduction. Clear till here, all of you? 12, forget it. 13, payment of tuition fees. You might have used it or maybe using it, or you can tell also. So wherever the children or child or even spouse for that matter are doing or taking tuitions, the tuition fees bachcho is allowed as deduction. But tuition fees paid to me is not allowed as deduction, okay? So tuition fees means not bachcho private tuitions. Tuition means literally the part of the fees which goes towards the teaching only. It means what? If at all you check your school or college receipt, okay, if at all you're going to college or if you have paid college fees, you'll get a receipt. Generally, it is a big receipt. I used to get this big receipt, and this receipt has bachcho 10 to 15 things mentioned. Okay, college development fees, gymkhana fees, library fees, medical fees, and among that, one of them is tuition fees, and that was a substantial portion. So mainly bachcho towards that part only. Okay. Even again, if you check school, your receipt, same thing. A breakup will be given of the fees. So only bachcho part belonging to tuition fees, and now tuition fees belonging to a proper authorized or a recognized education system, means school or college. Okay. So private tuitions are bachcho not considered over there. Clear earlier, coaching fees, coaching academy fees are not considered. All right. SSC, sorry, Sukanya Samriddhi Scheme, SSS, sorry. Again, quite famous it is. So again, it is something like PPF, but mainly for girl child. Okay, Sukanya Samriddhi Scheme. Again, famous 5-year bank FD. Okay, 5-year bank FD with the scheduled bank or 5-year bank FD with the post office. NPS, National Pension Scheme. Little bit only we had discussed, but not much. But okay, there is also again a fund of pension to which you can receive after obviously retirement. So it is again a separate voluntary, you can say, scheme in which you can invest. Okay, National Pension Scheme, and the most famous and the one I like a lot is ELSS, Equity Linked Savings Scheme. Okay, again it is a part of mutual fund only. Okay, equity linked savings schemes. So units of any mutual fund, okay, which are formulated or made as an ELSS only, equity linked savings schemes. So again, a mutual fund you invest, you'll get a deduction directly, bachcho. Okay, under section 80C. There is one more, bachcho, remember, but remaining. Which one do you remember? Substantial one, a big amount, which you can claim, bachcho, under 80C. But it's not given in these tables, bachcho. We are missing something. I'll give you a hint. Big expenditure during the year. Big expenditure. Something which you're related to house property. Very good, Nitin. Correct. Something but related to house property. Yes, very good, Mansi. The principal amount paid on home loan. Arey haan, tell me. The interest on home loan, but interest on home loan was 24B. Remember? And the principal on home loan, bacho, that goes under 80C. And it is given, but yes, little bit ahead. Okay? Because that requires a different discussion only. Clearly, all of you? Okay? Fine. Should we go ahead now? So let's go ahead, everybody. Let me just check, can you do a question or no? Immediately. Yes, we can do. Okay, let's try some question now. Very simple. Ready, everybody? Question number 3. Fine, all of you. Let's start. Ready, everybody? Sorry. Mr. A resident aged about 59 years has earned a lottery income of 120 gross during the year 22-23. He also has interest on FD of 30,000 only. He invested an amount of 10,000 in PPF and 24,000 in NSC. What is the total income of A for AY 23-24? Ready, everybody? Very simple question. So, write in computation of. Ready? How many heads of income do you have? Only one head of income. Income from other sources. Hai na? So first one, income from other sources. First one, lottery winnings. We always take as it is, but gross income for calculation, correct, everybody? Is 1,20,000. Second, FD interest, no? FD interest. But I hope you remember we can tax it on accrual basis, on receipt basis, but it is preferable we go for accrual basis. Okay, FD interest 30,000. Ready? Gross total income. So less बच्चों chapter 6 deduction. Under that first one section 80C. And बच्चों under 80C. What do we have first one? PPF, है ना? How much? 10,000. And second, NSC, National Savings Certificate, 20. That is also allowed, by the way, obviously. 24,000. Yes, still here? How much I'll take, bachcho? Outer column. And what is my NTI, net total income, or net taxable income? Sorry. Wrong. Yes, Nitin, correct. So outer column बच्चों, अच्छा this is what, हाँ bracket में, okay, sorry. Yes, outer column बच्चों is not 34,000. You keep on forgetting basics again and again and again. Outer column is not 34,000. How much? Correct. Why you do this? Why, Dada? Why? Huh? This is important always. You should always be careful whenever you should be always careful whenever you have LTCG, lottery income, casual income, undisclosed income. You can't reduce chapter 6A from casual income. So if at all you take bacho 34,000, that means 30,000 let us say empty interest you are reducing, but 4,000 also you are reducing from lottery winnings. Yes or no? Not allowed. Clear till here? Give a star mark here. So your net total income. Okay. How much? 120. And note, bacho, write down. Okay. Chapter 60 deduction. Is not allowed from casual income. Is not allowed from casual income. Thus, restricted to rupees 30,000. Thus, restricted to rupees 30,000. Finally, all of you, make mistakes but don't repeat the mistakes. Okay, everybody. Now we are almost at the end of the syllabus of income tax. So, okay, let's go ahead, everybody. Done? Come back to ATC. Chalo. Ready, everybody? ATC. Premium paid on insurance policy, that is life policy or endowment policy. Okay. First of all, the policy can be in the name of the individual assessee. Okay. The policy can be for own life or life of spouse or children. But so there can be what? I can take cover for myself. Let us say cover. You understand, no? Cover means what? For whom that policy is taken. Let us say myself or spouse or children. That means that it can be a family insurance also. Entire family is, you can say, insured in that policy. Joint life policy. Correct. Correct. If assessee is HUF, are they allowed to deduction? Yes. Because you have seen in the above table, above part, ATC बच्चों is allowed for ATC, individual as well as HUF, है ना? So here, if assessee is HUF, then policy on life of any member of the family is allowed. So please understand, however, please understand very importantly, majorly of which 99.99% of cases you will be asked for individual only, not for HUF, firm, company, etc. From individual's point of view only. Okay. So I will say just I'll repeat. I'll use a word called as nuclear family. Okay, nuclear family and joint family. What will be the difference? Something which you might have experienced on your own. Joint family, bachcho, means what? Everybody, all together, uncles, aunties, grandfather, grandmother, whatever. Okay, everybody. Let us say especially on father's side. And when I say bachcho, nuclear family means what? What do you think? Means only 4. Correct. हाँ ठीक है. हम दो हमारे दो है ना. Means husband, wife and their children only. Okay, only 3 Indrajit. Okay, no problem Indrajit. Fine, 3 only. But basically own family, not whole family. Okay, बच्चों, own family, not whole family. That is, we will call it as nuclear family. Clear earlier? So for individual बच्चों over here, what is allowed? Nuclear family or whole family? है ना? Nuclear. Clear earlier, all of you? For HUF, बच्चों, obviously for whom they are going to take policy, for members only. So obviously any member is allowed. Clear earlier? Fine. However, all time pass. Okay, all time pass means all the interesting things will come into picture now. Pay attention. Policy issued prior to. Acha, let me ask you some questions. Again, general knowledge. Life insurance policies generally are taken for how long? Life insurance, for life. Wow, correct. Okay, that is logical. Okay, for entire life, but still, there has to be some term, na? It was a contract. So contract cannot be indefinite, if you remember. Correct. It can be 10 years, 20 years, 30 years also. Just tell you all of you. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, depending from again policy to policy and what is your basically requirement. है ना बच्चों? Clearly all of you? So understand. So policy is taken for a very long term. Generally the life policies are taken बच्चों for a very long term, and to keep the policy alive, you pay the premiums regularly every year. Correct, Ilya? Then there are again rules, and again there are conditions that if you don't pay the policy, if you don't pay the premium, the policy lapses. If you don't pay the premium, the policy will what? Obviously lapse. Clear, Ilya, all of you? Right, no? The policy will what? Lapse. Sorry, the policy will lapse. Correct, Ilya? So understand, we are discussing now policies issued prior to 1/4/2012. So again, there was some amendment in that year, which was from 1/4/2012 onwards. Okay, so before that, deduction is premium or 20% of capital sum assured, whichever is lower. Whichever is lower. So when I say whichever is lower, is but 20% automatically a upper limit or a cap limit? Okay, so 20% is the cap limit. If the policies were issued before 1/4/2012, So actual premium paid or 20% of sum assured. What do you mean by just sum assured? The policy value, maturity amount, correct? The claim amount which you can get. Understood? Of that, but 20%. Maximum. Maximum. Clearly, all of you? Yes? Will be allowed as deduction. On a higher side, but it is higher side. Okay? Then, check now. Policy issued on or after 1/4/2012. That 20% but was brought down to 10%. Simple. Fine till all of you? Fine. That means what are they trying to say? Your premium amount should not be, generally, should not be more than 10% of the sum assured every year or whenever you're paying that. You know? If it is, we don't care. You'll get only maximum 10%. If the policies were issued before that, after that time, on or after 1/4/2012. Clear till here? However, not 20%, not 10%, somewhere in between 15%. Why? That also they realize next year. These are the stupid things which you have to remember. This creates lots of problem, bachcho. Okay, anyways, 15%. For which policies? Next year. Issued bachcho on or after 1/4/2013. But importantly for whom? It is again a life insurance policy only. So premium or 15% of capital sum assured, whichever lower, but only for if that particular insured person is disabled or has a specified disease. Currently, all of you? Okay. Indrajit, got it? Check. The 15% criteria will apply only for a person. You can give that dhamki, you understand, na? Threaten, na? Indrajit. I will make you eligible for ATU deduction. है ना? Indrajit will do this only. है ना? What kind of dhamki you will give? है ना? Right? Okay. Let's go ahead, everybody. The 15% criteria will apply only for a person with disability or for severe disability, okay? That is ATU, or suffering from disease or any kind of ailment for which ATDDB is there, okay? Sum assured does not include any premium agreed to be returned. Any bachcho premium agreed to be returned or benefit of bonus. Now, a little bit I'll discuss this. I don't know, I might have discussed this before. Insurance policy. You pay premium to keep the insurance policy alive. Correct, Ilya? People have a bad habit. We have this mentality that if I spend on something, I should also get in return something. Yes. Obviously, that is a very basic thing. If I spend 10 rupees, I should get worth value of 10 rupees. Or something at least, hai na? So people are spending on life insurance premium. They spend. But they say, I am not getting anything tangible in return. Tangible, you understand? I am not getting actually material something in return. When you bachcho apply for a life insurance policy or insurance policy, what are you actually getting in return? Anybody? You are getting a cover, correct? You are getting back an assurance, security. Very good, Kushbu, good. A little bit less headache. That if some big loss happens tomorrow, you will be protected out of it. Hai ki nahi? So only thing which you're getting is a security. Are you getting something which is tangible out of it? Is it a purchase or a sale transaction? No. Yes, Celia? But people have this bad habit. That what? If I spend something, I should get something in return. So people say, what if I live for 20, 30 years? My policy is for 30 years, and if I live for next 30 years, all the premium paid goes to waste. But you did not know that in the first year of policy, na bachcho? That you will die tomorrow or you will die after 30 years. Nobody knows. That is the reason you take bachcho insurance cover or policy. Yes, still all of you? Right now, all of you. Okay. So here there are some cases, or there can be certain policies which insurance companies have come up with, that some part of premium paid can be returned. Okay, it is pure paid back premium. Okay, obviously not 100%, obviously not 100% but some part. Okay, and there is also concept of bonus. This I think we had discussed. When do you get bonus in insurance policy? Bonus. And why do you get it? Because every year on year, as in when your year passes of the insurance policy, you have taken such a policy for 20 years. First year no claim, second year no claim, third year no claim, fourth year no claim. You're not doing any claim. It is better and better for the insurance company now. Lower and lower risk for the insurance company. Are you getting my point? So basically the premiums which you have paid are entire full profits for the company only. Clear till here? So out of that, from their own profit, but they share some profit with the policyholder. That is called as bonus. Fine till here? So that money we don't have to consider, bonus of figure. Any premium agreed to be returned, even that we don't have to consider. What will we consider? Only sum assured. What was sum assured? Now whatever you get over and above sum assured, that is different story. So that we will not consider. Okay. So whatever percentage calculation we'll do of 20%, 10%, 15%, it is of only purely sum assured. Clear to here? Fine, everybody? Let's go ahead, all of you. So write in the notebook, bachcho. Come on, all of you. Under section 80C. We don't have the second part, sorry. Second part we have only for medical. Okay, so life insurance policy normal bachcho keep only 2 years. Two this parts. Policy issued. Before 1/4/2012, correct? And written on or after 1/4/2012. Yes, clear all of you? Whatever left hand side bachcho, what is the limit? Upper limit 20% of sum assured. And over bachcho, whatever we have, 10% of sum assured. Yes, clear all of you? And again, bachcho, if at all I go ahead for only for disabled person, LIP, life insurance policy, don't take it LIC, okay? LIC is just a company of insurance company. So LIP. But for handicapped, or specified disease, your bachcho will have 3 categories. Okay. Again, policy issue date before 1/4/2012, on after 1/4/2012, up to what bachcho? 31st March 2013. Why? Because after that again we have another category. Okay, that on or after 1 for 2013. Agree till here that 1 year is going to be a problematic in between 12 to 13. 20%, 10%, 15%. हाँ या ना? Understood clear all of you? Fine. Let's do a question. Come on, everybody. Question number 2. Ready, everybody? Ready? Chalo. Compute eligible deduction under section 80C for AY 23-24. In respect of LIC paid by Ganesh during the year 22-23, the details of which are given here under. Date of issue of policy, now don't change the dates unless I do, okay? So date of issue of policy 11/14/15. Person insured, self, spouse, handicapped son who is disabled under 80U. Actual capital sum assured, so sum assured amount, and the insurance premium paid during the year. Finally, yeah, we have 3 separate cases. So write down. Okay, everybody ready? Sure. So we'll compute, बच्चों, computation of eligible deduction under section 80C. है ना? All of you. First part. Policy is for बच्चों self, है ना? Policy is for self. Data policy is what? 1/4/2011. Yes, still all of you? That is, बच्चों, it comes under which category? Correct. That is before 1/4/2012. Therefore, next line, deduction is, understand, lower of actual amount, obviously a premium, or 20% of sum assured. Yes, Celia? Actual amount or 20% of sum assured. Therefore, deduction is lower of. How much बच्चों has he actually paid? 40,000. Or 20% of sum assured, or 20% of 3 lakhs. 40,000 simple ले लिया everybody, correct. Second, policy for spouse बच्चों is allowed, yes allowed. Did a policy 1/14, that is after, have they given anything about handicapped? No. So after 1 for 2012 है ना बच्चों. Therefore deduction is what again? What is the limit now? 10%. Actual amount or 10% of sum assured. Or 10% of sum assured. For last case, you're saying what, Nitin? Or this case only? Spouse or child? %20? This case? No, beta. When will you take more than? When will you take बच्चों after 1 for 2013 case? When will you take बच्चों? Look at what I've given you in writing. Is the why are you making the spouse disabled? Huh? Your spouse will hit you. है ना? He will be happy. Whatever Mr. A or whatever he is. Okay? But she will not be happy, na bachcho. Why are you making her unnecessarily disabled? Are you all understanding or no? This will come into picture only if the insured party is disabled. Clear, Akshay? Barabar na? So we'll go here only, this normal case. Okay? 10% of sum assured. Is it okay, everybody? What is the premium paid for spouse? 20,000. Or 10% of. What is the insured? This insured clear sum assured 1,50,000. Understood or no? So answer is what? 15,000. 20% or 10% also makes a big difference. If you take wrong percentage, bachcho, your answer would have been 20,000, hai na? Even if you take 15%, your answer obviously bachcho will be wrong. Or wrong means different. Yes, everybody? So please be very careful. Understood or no? And third one. Policy for handicapped son. Handicapped son, na? Okay. Date of policy. 1/6/15. Tell me percentage. Hmm? 15%. Correct, Akshay. Yes, Nitin, correct. Okay, clear all of you? How much is paid, बच्चों? 80,000. Okay. ₹60,000 बच्चों, correct ना everybody? The total deduction under section 80C is how much? 1,15,000. Fine till here? Done everybody? Tell me. Done? All of you? Simple. And it's not that tough. I hope so. What is that? Okay. Done everybody? But if you do FD, fixed deposit FD for 1 year, FD only for 1 year, okay? Can you go after 6 months and tell the bank, I want my money back urgently? There is emergency. But what will bank do? What do you think? They will give you the money, and whatever interest is accrued till that time, that is also booked, and with that some penalty they will put something extra because you had committed for 1 year and then you're coming in between taking the money. है ना बच्चों? Clear? All right. So can I do this? Can I do this? That to claim बच्चों ATC. Okay, ATC बच्चों, bank FD. It is there ना somewhere 5 years. Every year बच्चों I can do this scheme. What I can do? I will go बच्चों in the month of April, start a 5 year bank FD. Yes, everybody. Correct na? And in the okay, and year end I'll claim what? In my income tax return, I will बच्चों show it as ATC. In the next year, same after one year and 1 year, whatever, 14, 15 months, whatever it is, after 1 year and couple of months, I go back and break that money or FD. Take back that money, बच्चों. हाँ है ना? Again after 2 months in the in the next financial year as such, again do a 5 year bank FD. Again claim ATC. Again break the bank FD. Are you getting my point or no, बच्चों? So with the same money, I can keep on taking बच्चों, breaking and what we will say, claiming ATC. Possible. Somebody must have obviously बच्चों done this. है ना? I mean, you really need this kind of mindset. Honestly, I always believe you need that kind of mindset to, you can say, have loopholes or find loopholes. Okay. Anyways, done till here, everybody. What do you think? This is correct or this is wrong? I mean, I told you it is a possible scheme, but ethically, was that the purpose of the department, or you can say income tax law? No, they say by 5 year bank FD, so it should be for 5 year, na. So what do you think, bachcho? If that person breaks that FD within 5 years, what should happen? What should happen? Let us say, bachcho, there is year number 1. Deduction will not happen. How it is possible? Check. You did bachcho FD year of 5 years. Yes, children. I hope. I mean, understand what is my question. You did bachcho FD of 5 years here, है ना? And you claimed ATC. Correct? You have filed income tax return. You have shown that FD receipt, whatever it is, FD receipt and FD amount. You claimed ATC. Income tax return is now filed. Okay? In the fourth financial year, in April, you have broken the FD. FD break. Are you talking about no deduction in year number 4? Acha, what are you thinking, by the way? That if I did FD over here, that means every year I'm going to get deduction or what? Is that what is in your mind? हाँ बच्चों, is this what you are thinking? नहीं ना? पक्का ना? Because it is allowed on payment basis. Payment you're doing only once, by the way. FD you started FD only once ना, so you'll get only once deduction only. हाँ ठीक है. हाँ, give me the answer again, Nitin. What are you saying? And if the FD is broken in 4th year, then what do you think should happen? Good. Okay. Yes, Akshay, correct. Others, what do you think? What should happen? Add back. Yes, yes, yes. There's something but we had also seen in specified business, I think, somewhere. Specified business. I think if you don't use that asset for 8 years, you have to add back the deduction in the year in which non-compliance happens. This was also where it was. In capital gains also we had this something story, same story. In the year of non-compliance, it is taxed basically. Or in the year of non-compliance, it is added in your income. Yes, Ilya? So you claim deduction here. You do then fulfill the condition of 5 years FD. If you break within 5 years, the year in which it was broken, in that year, bachu, you'll add back in the income of the assessee. Correct, Ilya? Yes or no, everybody? Logically correct. Now this is sensible. Okay? It may be challenge for the department how to find out. But law is clear. In the year of non-compliance, you have to add back in the income. Clear? Read this part. 12.7. No? Citizen scheme or fire time deposit. Time deposit means in salaries if you don't use refund. In salaries also if you don't use, refund it. नहीं समझा, didn't understand you. In salaries if you don't use, refund it. मतलब means okay, others still read this. चलो फटाफट read everybody. So buy 5 year bank FD. Okay. Lock-in period is what बच्चों 5 years है ना. Now pay attention. Implication if the lock-in is breached. Breached means broken. Deduction allowed बच्चों shall be deemed to be the income of the in such PY in which this condition is breached, and it will also be बच्चों taxable under IOS, income from other sources. Because when it is, we are just not talking about interest income. Okay. We are also talking about the adding back of the deduction taken. So that bachcho will go under what? IOS, head of income. Even that needs to be clear now, where it will be added back in the which head of income. Okay, everybody. Sorry. Following amounts shall not be taxable in case of non-compliance. That means even if you break it within first 5 years. Interest on FD, which has been included in the total income of the assessee, and any amount received by nominee or legal heir on the death of the assessee, of such assessee, except the interest. Interest will be taxable, but the principal will not be added in the income in the case of what bachcho? Death of the assessee, and that is the reason it is maturing before 5 years. Okay. Fine, all of you. So interest got taxed in the hands of assessee. Let us say in the time of accrual, or interest getting tax in the hands of legal heir, but principal which will not be added in the income in case of death of the assessee. Finally, let us do one question, all of you. Right now, I'll give you a question. Do I have a question here? Write down. I'll give you a question. Write down. Mr. A invested rupees 1.5 lakhs in 5-year bank FD. In 5-year bank FD on 1/4/22. Bank paid interest at the rate of 6.5% per annum, obviously. He claimed ATC deduction, full stop. He withdrew entire balance on 31st March 24. Full stop. Explain tax implications. Explain tax implications assuming other income of PY 22-23 is rupees 4.5 lakhs, and for PY 23-24 is rupees 6.5 lakhs. You want to try? First बच्चों AY 23-24, okay? That just PY 22-23. If at all you want, you can write on that. Just PY what? 22-23, no? I'll give you 2 minutes. Find out. Give me NTI, net taxable income. Pentime students also. App students, pentime students. Come on, you also first find out the answers.
Recording stopped.
कुछ आया कि नहीं आंसर है? व्हाट हैपेंड? इतना टाइम लग रहा है? परफेक्ट आंसर मानसी. Anybody else? Let's start. Let's go ahead, everybody. Nobody else? कुछ तो आंसर दो. हे भगवान. Okay, 6 lakhs. Okay. Khushbu, Nitin, Akshay. Only for first year I'm asking you. First year. Any problem till year? PY 22-23 I want first.
Recording in progress.
Find, write down. Particulars rupees. Ready all of you? Particulars rupees. We have other income also na bachcho. We have other income also 4.5 lakhs. Yes. Write down. Add. Ready? So I'm just writing income from other sources. $4,50,000 given to you. And there is one more already. Which one? Interest on bank FD. This you have to calculate, na? He invested bachcho on 1st April itself. Correct? 1.5 lakhs. 26%. That is the interest will accrue, na bachcho. Correct, everybody? Is how much? 9745? 9750, sorry. Arey haan. This is my GTI. 4,59,750. Less chapter 6 deduction. Again another bachcho first section 80C. Correct na everybody? How much? 1,50,000. That is the net total income. We don't have to add back. We are not adding in the year of bachcho deduction. We are not adding in the year of investment, bachcho. We are adding in the year of non-compliance. This year, he has started the FD, no? Correct, Nitin. Correct, Indrajit. $3,09,750. Correct, Delia? We'll go ahead, everybody. Write a note. FD on the basis of which Section 80C should be claimed. Should be claimed, comma. Should not be withdrawn. Within how many years? Within 5 years. Yes, tell everybody. Next line. Since it was withdrawn. Since it was withdrawn, bachcho, in which year? In PY, which PY, bachcho? Check here. 31st March 24, that is PY 23-24, na? PY 23-24. Yes, tell you. The deduction claimed in PY 22-23 will be reversed. Will be what, bachcho? Reversed. है ना? In PY 23-24, that is year of non-compliance. Yes, till here. In the year of non-compliance. Okay, so again, computation of total income. Computation total income for AY. Which AY ना बच्चों? 24-25 ना? अरे हाँ है ना? That is which PY we doing? PY 23-24. Particulars rupees. I'll give you बच्चों only 1 minute. I want answers. And all of you will type the answer. I don't care. Okay? All of you. Come on.
Recording stopped.
Okay, Nathan. No problem. Sorry. Okay, Akshay. Fine. खुशबू Mindrajit. Come on. Tell me, all of you. No answer? Good now, Nitin. अच्छा मानसी gave a word. हाँ मानसी Nitin correct. Okay Indrajit. Kusba. I think only Kusbi is remaining. Kusba. Kushba. Wake up Kushba. जल्दी. Okay Indrajit. भगवान. Are you have to add beta?
Recording in progress.
You have to add now in the income, not reduce. What are you doing, huh? Again, income from other sources or other income, whatever it is, income from other sources. Question though I have given you clearly, na? First bachcho I'm writing this other income. How much was it given to you? 6.5 lakhs, no, of that year. 6.5 lakhs. So 6,50,000. Fine till all of you. Second, did you earn interest or no for that year also? Are हाँ ना, so will that because he has withdrawn on 31st March, so why not accrued interest for 23-24? Yes, beta, we will take that also. So interest on FD, same amount. That FD was of 1.5 lakhs. X what 6.5% na I think. Hey na 6% or 6.5? 6 oops I wrote here. My mistake 6%. It is 6.5 na bachcho? And this figure was what? 9750. Alright. And here we will add beta. Why will reduce? Add that non-compliance. So reversal of ATC deduction 1,50,000. Has he done any kind of new? Acha. Has he done bachcho any kind of new investment or ATC in this current year? Not given to us. We don't care. देखो बच्चों, I'm just writing a total income. Okay, Khushbu got it. But your still answer was not difference of 2 lakhs. 8,09,750. Right? Alright, all of you. These are all still, I'm still taking simple question only, okay, everybody? Fine?
Recording stopped.
Take a break. 15 minutes. All of you. 10:45. Okay? Because I have to start again with a new section then, 80D. And that is also lengthy section. Okay? बोलो खुशबू. ऊपर क्या सर नेक्स्ट ईयर तो अच्छा अच्छा यू आर डूइंग व्हाट सॉरी कंपाउंडिंग ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हाँ ठीक है बट दैट डिटेल्स आर नॉट गिवन टू अस ओके बट गुड लॉजिक आई लाइक दैट यस Khushbu Singh on 1.5 lakhs, so already 1 year interest added. So now the balance is what? 1.5 lakhs plus compounding of interest, she's saying. Interest on interest. Yes, it is ignored right now for the sake of computation. But good thought. But still, 4,50,000, how it is possible? No? Then in fact, you should have got more bigger answer. No? Okay. Yes. So take a break. या तुम्हारा 5 मिनट इधर ही हो गया 10:50. So take a break. 45 हाँ ठीक है. आगे सब लोग होएगा हुआ ब्रेक. यस. चालू करे. ऑल ऑफ यू फटाफट कमेंट करो. Alright.
Recording in progress.
Let's go ahead, everybody. Okay. ATC, we have not gone into detail, like I said, but I've just taken the concept. Okay. Whenever required, obviously, we'll have to come back to ATC and check for other things also. Okay. Can you go ahead, everybody? So ATC, AT, triple C, CCD, all of that is still remaining. It is still remaining. Okay. Then after about life insurance premium, let's talk about health. That is medical insurance premium. Yes, Celia? It is obviously for bachcho hospitalization expenses, है ना? Hospital expenses reimbursed for the same, reimbursement for the same, है ना? All right. So deduction in respect of medical insurance premium. 80D. 80D. Okay. In Hindi बच्चों, for Hindi. Dawai means for medicine. If at all you want to keep it, remember that way, your choice. Okay. Ready, everybody? Medicine. So deduction shall be allowed if payment is made out of income chargeable to tax. That means whatever is taxable income, from that if you have made payment, then you get the deduction under section 80D. Okay, pay attention now. For individuals, है ना बच्चों, taking out a policy in the name of the family or HUF. Obviously, again taking the policy in the name of the member of HUF. Yes, Celia? All right, pay attention. So what all do you have? Medical insurance premium. Can you give me anything reference? What if the employer pays medical insurance premium for employee? What happens? Good, Indrajit. हाँ Mansi, but what? What is the treatment? Taxable, not taxable? Yes, Mansi, current. Others, do you remember? It is bachcho exempt. If you remember perquisite 17.2 salaries, it is exempt in the hands of employee, therefore allowed as expenditure in the hands of employer. है ना? Remember earlier? And there is also reimbursement of medical expenditure if the hospital is maintained, owned by employer, government hospitals. All those cases bachcho we had covered. Finally, apart from that, not every company bachcho pays medical insurance premium. There are, yes, big companies, IT companies or good companies, but good companies means bigger companies, they do that. They compulsorily take insurance policy in the name of the employee or family and pay also the premiums. Okay. Anyways, so apart from that, if any person, okay, apart from that, but if any person, please look at the wordings used, individual or HUF. That but individual may have salary, income, house property, PGBP, capital gain, IOS, doesn't matter. So now we are coming out of the mentality of employee. It can be any person earning any kind of income, but if he is spending towards medical insurance premium, then deduction is allowed under section 80D. Understood or no, all of you? Tell me. Are haan? Everybody? Okay or no? So even today, I am not an employee, but if I spend towards medical insurance premium, obviously I'll get bacho 80D deduction. Okay? So medical insurance premium. Okay? Or contribution to CHGS, Central Government Health Scheme. Okay? Or any other health scheme as notified or intimated by the government. Central Government Health Scheme, that is something that was called as kya tha wo? That is some name. Yojana. What Yojana? I'll have to check that. But there is Jeevan Bima Yojana, that is something government's, but insurance plan, life insurance, and something about, again, health insurance. Okay. So these are it is a government plans. Government, you can say, notified plans. I think it is 11 rupees or 200 rupees or something per year you have to pay, and you get a cover of 10,000 or 1 lakh rupees, but it is sponsored by government. It is a government medical insurance scheme. Understood or no, everybody? Did you understand? So government takes care of, or government has that particular insurance plan. Clearly, everybody? If it is not of the government, then you can contribute in some government notified plans. Okay. Just let me just confirm quickly. What was that? Central government health scheme. Okay, there are some schemes and all of that. Okay, fine. All right, ठीक है everybody. Mainly, I think it is for government employees. Fine. Okay. So for any other companies insurance plans or CGHS, okay, or any other notified, if you pay the premium any mode, okay, other than cash, however, other than by cash, then it will be allowed under ATT. But if you're paying by cash, only which one will be allowed, bachcho? Preventive health checkup. Have you heard of this word, preventive health checkup? Checkup, health checkup, bachcho, have you heard? Generally or normally or ideally, once you're after a particular age, you should get a yearly, annually health checkup done entirely, all everything checked. है ना, sugar, age, bones, whatever, muscles, disease, this and that, everything. है ना, blood pressure, I think, I don't know, whatever things are there. So just a preventive health checkup. You go to this lab, na, pathology labs, remember, na? So a checkup. That can be paid in cash. Others, bachcho, cannot be paid in cash. Clear till here? Fine. Now, first of all, you are looking at at the limits, or you can say conditions of cash and non-cash. ATC, bachcho, tell me, in ATC, bachcho, was there any condition about payment in cash or non-cash? Was it anything like that given over there? Nothing. है ना? So ATD, bachcho, there are conditions. Now check, pay attention. Sub limit. That means preventive health checkup. Preventive health checkup expenditure cannot be more than 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees. The limits, bachcho, whatever limits we are checking is for the year or no, for the financial year or no. It is for the financial year. You go 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, doesn't matter, for preventive health checkup. In totality for the year, you will be allowed 5,000. Understood clear, everybody? Tell me. Right, no? But over here, do you have any kind of sub limit for only 5,000? Preventive health checkup means how much? Yes. You go for blood test, how much they charge? 300, 500 maybe, I don't know. So for entire body checkup for the year, they are saying 5,000. Okay. Then medical insurance premium, there is no as such separate limit, but overall, now look at the table, please understand. Overall, ATD cannot be more than 25,000 separately. Every section will have its own separate limit. Do not combine them. ATC, bachcho, how much we saw? 1.5 lakhs. ATD is over and above ATC. Clear till here? All of you. Yes? So overall, 25,000. Okay, everybody? Whatever it is, I'll let you know in some time. Don't worry. 25,000, 50,000, 25,000, 50,000, what it is, I'll let you know. Overall limit, bachcho, can be 25,000. Okay? For self or spouse or dependent children. For self, spouse and dependent children. Means what, bachcho? Can I call it as nuclear? For nuclear family. And here, bachcho, only separately what we have? Parents. 25,000 or 50,000. Now means what? Pay attention. The policy can be taken in the name of self or spouse or dependent children or parents also. Depends on the entire package. Okay. There can be separate policies or one combined policy covering all of them also. Clear till here? So here we have for nuclear family and also for parent. Now understand, for nuclear family the limit is 25,000, and even for parents bacho the limit is 25,000. Okay, what did I say? For nuclear family limit is 25,000, and even for parents bacho, when I say parents means both of them included, is also 25,000. However, in any of these families, nuclear family, parents, nuclear family, parents, any of them is a senior citizen, for that category bachcho, the limit will be 50,000, 50. For that category bachcho, the limit will be 50,000. Okay, what did I say? Senior citizen. Now senior citizen bachcho means obviously completed 60 years of 660. Most likely bachcho, in your case, you are obviously not a senior citizen, you are still a child, and your parents bachcho most likely may be still not senior citizen. Clear till here? In that case, for you, you don't have a family, but let us say, okay, for the assessee and assessee's family only, nuclear family, 25,000. And if the parents, now when I say parent, but any of the parent, father, mother, okay, that means let us say both are not yet senior citizen. Then for the assessee, 25,000, and parents also put 25,000. Cumulative total how much? 50,000. Yes, still here. Then in some cases, bachcho, let us say, like my case, let us say, I am not yet senior citizen, but my parents are, or my father is. Okay, in that case, bachcho, what will happen? For me, I don't have a family, but okay, for me, the limit is 25,000. But for bachcho parents, the limit will be 50,000. I am claiming the deduction for paying the premium for their health. Don't forget that. The insured person, if is senior citizen, then bachcho limit I can claim is limit. I said upper limit is 50,000. Did you understand something or no? All of you, you're talking of cap limits, upper limit. Okay, and bachcho obviously if the parents are senior citizen, maybe bachcho super senior citizen, and the assessee is also senior citizen. Okay, everybody, assessee has also reached senior. Assessee means assessee or spouse. Okay, because this is a group or a category. Self, spouse, dependent children. But any of them are senior citizens. Possible husband wife age, there can be age gap also. So whoever bachcho reaches first senior citizenship, then for that again category will take 50,000, and obviously bachcho their parents are going to be senior citizens only na. Again for them 50,000. So what all combo bachcho you can have? Combo 25-25, agreed or no? Something similar in your case, understood or no? Everybody, where is it on screen? 25,000, 25,000. How much? 50,000. Are हाँ. 25,000, 50,000, 75,000. And last case 50 and 50, 1 lakh. Understood all of you? 50,000, 25, 25, 25, 50, 75, and 50, 50, 1 lakh. Understood? So check. If you have taken the, I've given a, it's a decent table. Self, spouse, dependent children, and parents. Whether dependent or not doesn't matter. Okay? Yes, this dependency is important for children. Underline the word dependent. Hey Bhagwan. You will really curse, but literally you'll curse somebody later on. There are so many small things here and there. None in your family has attained 60 years of age. So 25, 25. The eldest member in the family, yourself, spouse, and dependent children, is less than 60 years of age. That means your nuclear family is bachcho less than 60 years of age. But either father or mother, parents are above 60 years of age. Either, any of them. Then for them 50, your category 25. And in your category, you yourself as a spouse, somebody is which already 60 years above. The obviously which parents are also 60 years above, 50 and 50. Clear till here? Those are the limits. However, whatever said and done, what is the sublimit bachcho of preventive health checkup? It cannot be or should not be more than rupees 5,000. Preventive bachcho health checkup can be paid in cash. Agreed, understood everybody? But insurance premium or CGHS and all of that cannot be paid in cash. Any other mode is allowed but other than cash. Yes, everybody? That's why I've given you the last sentence check. If any of the persons mentioned above, Bhagwan, small things here and there. if they want to take bachcho any kind of revenge or torture, income tax is the best subject. The assessees in India, the parents are senior citizen outside India, non-resident. They can change. They can do all the changes, bachcho. है ना everybody? So resident senior citizen, if okay, then that limit will go from 25 to 50,000. Clearly, everybody? Simple. Then HUF, medical insurance premium on the life of the member, 25,000. This is not allowed only. Contribution to CGHS and all of that, okay? Health scheme or even preventive health checkup. Check bachcho. Or even preventive health checkup. Understand, please understand one thing. See, whenever you will revise, na, keep a habit of reading each and every word. Whenever next time you will revise, first reading or second reading. Because when you're doing revision, it becomes, you've read this, I've done this, I've done tick mark over here. But read each and every word carefully. Clear till here? So again, this is not allowed. However, if check any of the member is resident senior citizen, then the overall limit will go to, the upper limit will be freezed at 50,000. Clear? Notified scheme, contributory health service scheme of department space. You don't have to remember this, which has been notified by the government. Okay? Fine till here? One more thing, pay attention. Senior citizen. The assessee is senior citizen or spouse or parent. Deduction up to rupees 50,000 would be allowed in respect of any payment made on account of or because of medical expenditure in respect of senior resident senior citizen. Medical expenditure is bachcho, not medical insurance policy premium. Are you getting my point? 80D bachcho, we started mainly for insurance premium or no, health insurance premium. Now look at his wordings. If any person is senior citizen, assessee or spouse or parents, and you spend on a medical expenditure on them, okay, deduction will be allowed if no payment has been made to keep in force insurance on health of such person. Means what? 80D bachcho allows. Now for senior citizen, I'll repeat, 80D bachcho now allows for resident senior citizens directly medical expenditure instead of insurance premium also. Are you getting my point or no? Let us say there is Mr. A. Okay, pay attention. Okay, and let us say Mr. F is his father. He is a senior citizen. Finally, here on Mr. F, but there is no medical policy. I mean, in the name of Mr. F, there is no medical policy. Nobody has taken, neither himself, neither the son, child, or whoever. It's not there. But there was a medical bill or a medical expenditure. Is it okay, everybody? Let us say rupees 70,000. Who paid the bill? Mr. A paid the bill. Mr. A will get a deduction of 50,000 rupees. Okay, everybody? Under section 80D, even if he is not paying towards insurance premium, but he's paying towards actual medical expenditure. Yes or no? Everybody? अरे बोलो हाँ. Clear all of you? Give a star mark here. ठीक है. Come to question number 8. Question number 8. Ready, everybody? Ready? Mr. A, aged 40 years. He himself is बच्चों 40 years old. Aged 40 years. Paid a medical insurance premium of 20,000 during the year 2023 to ensure his health as well as health of his spouse. He also paid medical insurance premium of 47,000 during the year to ensure the health of his father, aged 63 years, who is not dependent on him, but the parents may be dependent or independent. He contributed 3,600 to CGHS during the year. He has incurred 3,000 in cash on preventive health checkup for himself and his spouse, and 4,000 by check on preventive health checkup of his father. But the preventive health checkup of parents is also allowed. That is not a problem. Either pay towards CGHS, notified scheme, premium, or preventive health checkup. It is allowed for yourself and the family. I mean, parents also. How much has he spent overall on preventive health checkup? 7. Will allow only how much? 3 or 4 or 5? 5, because paid in cash is also allowed. Okay, paid in cash is also allowed. Compute deduction allowable under section 80D. Okay. Is his bachcho within limit of 20,000? Yes. Why? Because for him the limit is 25,000. Yes, everybody. And for bachcho parents? Tell me, his parents is what? The limit is what? 50,000 50. Allowed. Allowed. है ना? Right now. Computation of. Ready, everybody? Deduction under section 80D. For AY 23-24. Particulars. Actual payment. Maximum deduction allowed. Finally, all of you. Ready? Chalo. First one. There's 20,000 na bachcho. So first category. Premium paid for self and spouse, no? Actual payment 20,000. Then how much will be allowed? 20 or 25 will be allowed. Allowed. 25,000 bachcho is the limit. Can we claim 25,000 after paying 20,000? No, no. Clear, all of you? Let's go ahead, everybody. Has he also done bachcho contribution to CGHS? सेंट्रल क्या गवर्नमेंट हेल्थ स्कीम है ना, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट हेल्थ स्कीम. हाउ मच? 3600. Yes, still all of you. Are we still बच्चों within the limits? Yes, still within the limits बच्चों. 3600. What limits I'm talking about? 25,000 है ना. Because the limit is 25,000. And third, preventive health checkup. How much budget did you spend for self preventive health checkup? 4,000. Yes, still here? No, for self is 3,000. 4,000 is for father. How much are we taking or claiming over here? Balance. Because I cannot exceed बच्चों ATD beyond 25,000. How much? 1,400 na? I'm just putting a star mark here. Star mark is the balancing figure. Are you all understanding? Akshay, Nitin, Kushbu? Tell me. है ना? Finally, so even if you have spent whatever you spent, I'm taking deduction as 25,000. Second, for senior citizen parents, है ना? I'm writing for parents. Resident. Senior citizen. Again, बच्चों for parent, what was spent? Insurance premium was spent, na? Correct? Sorry. How much is spent? 47,000. How much will be allowed? 47,000. Yes. And preventive health checkup allowed? Yes. How much have you spent for preventive health checkup? For father, 4,000. How much can I claim बच्चों? 3,000 no? Because my limit here now cannot exceed 50,000. And overall, if you'll see here, my sub limit is also not crossing 5,000. If you understood here, है ना everybody? Clear? Write down. Akshay clear till here? Nitin? $75,000. 3,000. Acha, how 3,000? Tell me, bacha, how 3,000? Because the limit is of 50,000, na? Where? For self, the limit is 25,000, and for parents, the limit is 50,000, 50. So balance. 50,000 minus 47,000, 3,000 balance. I've spent more than 3,000, so I'm taking up to 3,000. Okay? All of you? Some bunch of notes write down. First one. Ready? Preventive health checkup limit is 5,000 in toto. Toto means totality. In toto, comma, which can be paid in cash also. Yes? Second point, the cap limit means upper limit. The cap limit for Mr. A is Mr. A only, na? Is rupees 25,000. Therefore, only rupees how much we claimed 1400. Therefore, only rupees 1400 claimed for preventive health checkup. Yes, tell you all of you. Full stop. For parent, the cap limit is rupees 50,000. Therefore, preventive health checkup can be claimed. Only rupees 3,000. Correct, all of you? Done or no? Everybody? Ready? We'll try about the next one. Question number 9. Ready, all of you? Mr. Y, age 40 years, paid medical insurance premium of 40 years or 20,000 during the year 20 to 23 to ensure his health as well as health of his spouse and dependent children. He also paid medical insurance premium of 33,000 during the year to ensure health of his father, age 67 years, who is not dependent on him, no problem. He contributed 6,000 to CGHS during the year. He also paid 20,000 for medical expenditure of mother, age 71 years, not covered under insurance. Compute deduction allowable under section 80D for AY 23-24. What is the? Let me ask you some questions. What is the total expenditure done by Mr. White for himself, for his nuclear family? Total expenditure done by himself, for himself and his nuclear family. This one, bachcho. 22 plus 6, 28 we'll talk it about. His own limits. Okay, everybody? So 26,000 done. Age 40 years. Sorry, 28,000 done. No? Age 40 years. How much will claim? 25. Agreed? And how much has he spent towards parents? 53, 33 and 20. Will this 20 be allowed or not allowed? 20 will be allowed or not allowed? It will be allowed. Yes, clear all of you? Under 80D itself. Even if it is not insurance premium, but it is a medical expenditure of resident senior citizen of assessee, spouse or parents, not covered under insurance policy. Allowed. But it is, again, I think there was a wording given over there. Let me just highlight for that. It is part of the 50,000 only, okay? but it is part of that 50,000. Means what? There is no separate limit for that. Look at the wordings. It is included in the upper limit of 50,000. Did you understand or no? This one. It is included in the upper limit of 50,000. Got it, everybody? Hey, Bhagwan. Why are you crying so much, Indrajit? Huh? That's all? कुछ नहीं. Question number 9. Question number 9. You can't hear anything na, outside ka? Nothing? Computation of. Ready, everybody? Computation of deduction under section 80 C. Not C, sorry, D. Particulars, actual payment and maximum deduction. है ना बच्चों? Ready? Not that tough question, I hope. 25,000 and 50,000 you both will get. So I'm writing here for self, spouse, dependent children. Under that first part, medical insurance premium. How much you spend? 22,000. You will get 22,000. And your CGHS contribution. How much have you spent? 6,000. You'll get only 3,000. Yes, Celia? Why? Because cap limit is 25,000 for the nuclear family. Second, for resident, senior citizen parents, father medical insurance premium. Correct, everybody? 33,000. Second, star mark here if you want. Mother medical expenditure, in bracket, not covered under health insurance. है ना? How much spend बच्चों? 20,000. So here 33,000. But bachcho, our cap limit is what? 50,000. So we'll allow here as such 17,000. Yes, everybody? Therefore, total reduction under section 80D 75,000. Done, all of you? Take one question. चलेगा ना? Some kind of practice question. Conceptual clarity. Fine. Find deduction allowed for ATC and ATD. Okay. We'll write down the question as well as answer in the same itself. Okay. Particulars ATD and ATC. Okay. This is but your medical insurance premium, let us say, and this is your life insurance premium. Is it okay, everybody? Let me first give you the data, then I will ask you the question. So right now, just take it as it is. First category for self, spouse, and children. Let us say Mr. A, Mrs. A, son, in bracket independent, and fourth daughter, dependent. I'm giving some numbers, okay? 22,000, 15,000, 4,500, 20,000, 5,000, 2,000, 2,500, and 700. This you have to give me. Deduction allowed for both the columns. This 2,500, by the way.
Recording stopped.
Give me answer. 80D how much? I am not given you senior citizen, so obviously assume normal. Okay, Mansi. And 80C how much? 35, 37, 37, 700, no?
Recording in progress.
Now just check, okay? Understand. Let's talk about 80D. Whether normally 22,000 is allowed. I'm talking of individual transaction. Tell me that. Is 22,000 allowed for self? Yes. Is 4,500 bache normally allowed for spouse? This is Mrs. Yes. Is 5,000 allowed for son? All of you? Very good. No. And for bachu daughter allowed? Yes. Very important. This becomes a little bit, like I said, irritating or troubling, that for a medical insurance premium, the children should be dependent, only then the parents will get the deduction. Okay? So, deduction allowed bachcho, I will say, you can just give again a tick mark and a cross. Okay? So 22 plus 4, 26, 27, 20, 26, 28, 29,000, hai na? Is it okay or no? 29,000, but subject to 25,000. Akshay understood now? Nitin? And in 80C, bachcho, everything is allowed. Dependency, non-dependency is not there in 80C. Okay? So 37, 700, correct na? Good. Okay? Nice. Ready, everybody? Second. For resident senior citizen parents. Resident senior citizen parents. Father and mother. Father is independent and mother is dependent. Just for the sake of example, okay? Yes, Sheila, can we go ahead? So 21,000. Here 10,000. Here 36,000. And here 25,000. Again, but you give me answer for 80D first. 80D. Allowed how much? Correct. And right hand side? Okay, Mansi. Good answer, Mansi. Tell me, everybody. 80C how much? 36 कहाँ से? अच्छा हाँ. 80D, 80C how much? Right hand side column. How much Khushbu, Nitin, Akshay, Indrajit? Okay, Akshay, fine. This 21,000 is allowed and 30,000 is also allowed. Okay? So rupees 56,000, but subject to you have the textbook maybe in soft copy or physical copy or whatever. You can always check quickly, na? ATC doesn't allow parents life insurance premium. No. ATC allows बच्चों nuclear family only. Self, spouse and children. Dependent, independent doesn't matter. Okay, everybody? So, not allowed. Therefore, not allowed. I'm just writing here in bracket, not allowed. Good, I took this question just for the conceptual clarity. है ना? And in that same question, done not till here, everybody? What if the above payments are made in cash? What if the above payments are made in cash? Which one will not be allowed? ATD bachcho will not be allowed. ATD, ATC will be allowed. Clear till here, all of you? Because ATC bachcho does not have any kind of limit. You know? ATC doesn't have any kind of restriction for cash payment. ATD bachcho will not be allowed. Will not be allowed as deduction. Yes, Celia? Full stop. However, ATC deduction will be allowed. Even if paid in cash. Fine, everybody? Done, all of you? All right. Read. Okay, let's come to ATD 4A. Ready, everybody? ATD subsection 4A. Ready? If medical premium is paid in lump sum, possible, okay, everybody? Medical premium is paid in lump sum. Means what? Instead of paying yearly, you have paid lump sum and then you are covered for next 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. But entire next 10 years premium you have paid together only. That is how the policy has worked. Okay. So medical premium is paid in lump sum for more than 1 year. Are you getting my point? Basically, expenditure relates to more than 1 year, na? Should you break up or no? Okay, so check. Then deduction will be allowed for each such previous year from the year in which payment is done, है ना? In equal proportion. Understood or no? Your expenditure relates to n number of years. So we'll also take it in n number of years. That is total lump sum premium paid upon total number of years. But which number of years? The year in which premium is paid plus subsequent PYs during which the insurance is in force. Okay. Deduction in respect of maintenance. Okay. Done till here, all of you? Your sentence is actually till here. From here, bachcho, your actually next paragraph starts. Okay. Deduction in respect of that table heading itself was formatting is done wrongly. Deduction in respect of maintenance, including medical treatment of dependent and disabled. So dependent plus disabled. Okay, check बच्चों, come on, read till here, all of you. Person with disability or severe disability, 80% or more disability. Severe disability means what? 80% or more disability. Now, whether a person is 80% or more disabled, that will be certified by hospital. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. If less than 80%, then no, disabled. If at least 80%, then severely disabled. So that is disability, one hand side. Other certain disease or ailment. Okay, some other issues. So read 80U, 80DD, below that you will see, and 80DDB you will see. Read.
Recording stopped.
Read or no? Everybody?
Recording in progress.
The deduction is available to an SSC who is resident in India, being an individual or HUF. Now we are talking about all disabilities and all, okay? ATU. Deduction if assessee himself is a person with disability. Himself with person with disability and incurs expenditure on medical treatment, but you will get that deduction of ATU. Okay, clear everybody? Let us talk about left hand side, bachcho, disability. And here we have disease. They are two different things. Okay. ATDD. Any amount paid for the medical treatment, including nursing, medical treatment, training, and rehabilitation of a dependent being a person with disability. It can be any kind of accident. So again, recovery or trauma or those rehabilitation centers. Any amount spent on medical treatment, okay, of a dependent. Then understand. The second point, just try to understand. Any amount paid under a scheme by LIC or any other insurance company, but for the maintenance of a dependent being a person with disability. Means what, bachcho? What is the difference between the point number A and B? But point number A, you are directly dealing or making payment to hospital. And point number B, what you're doing a regular contribution to some insurance company. But that insurance policy is something similar like a medical insurance policy, but only for the disabled. You know? If something basically goes wrong or there is a expenditure to be done, the expenditure will be done by the insurance company. Clear? Why? Because you are contributing towards a scheme. Clear, Leo? And the scheme is for whom? For the benefit of disabled dependent. Clear, Leo? Understood, Leo? In both the cases, deduction is rupees 75,000, and if it is severe disability, then 1,25,000, irrespective of actual expend. This is a standard deduction, bachcho. This is a standard deduction. That means even if you spend 1,000 rupees, you will get 75,000 or 1,25,000. Clear, dear, all of you? Irrespective of actual expenditure. Fine, everybody? Then AD-DDB, however, certain disease, not disability. ATU and DD is about disability. ATU बच्चों self or no? And DD बच्चों for dependent. Clear till here? Understood? And ATU there was no limit, by the way, if you noticed. ATU बच्चों there was no limit, है ना? But ATDD there is but what? 75,000 and 125,000 limit. Clear? Irrespective of actual expenditure. DDB, okay, specified disease or ailment. Assessee has actually paid any amount for medical treatment of such specified disease or ailment for himself or dependent. Are they disabled bachcho? No, but they are, you can say, suffering from a certain particular specified disease. Clear to all of you? Yeah? Can you go ahead? Then what is ADDB amount? Deduction. Actual expenditure. Actual expenditure. Clear? है ना? No, sorry, what it is? Deduction is what? Amount actually paid. It is given in the next page. Amount actually paid or 40,000, whichever is less. But higher side is how much? 40,000. But for resident senior citizen, bachcho, how much? 1 lakh is the higher limit. Okay, everybody find till here? है ना? ADDD here bachcho it was without any upper limit, or you can say there was a standard deduction of 75,000 or 125,000 irrespective of actual expenditure. But over here DDB 40,000 or 1 lakh, whichever is, I mean, applicable based on age. So actual amount spent or 40,000 or actual amount spent or 1 lakh, whichever is less. Clear till here everybody for even ATDDB. We'll go ahead. So last part, but read quickly this part. Come on. Read this part. Finish it off. Come on.
Recording stopped.
हाँ या ब्रदर ना सैलरी में भी था कुछ फॉर एजुकेशन के लिए. एजुकेशन के लिए था ना शायद वहाँ पे सैलरी में. Let's go ahead.
Recording in progress.
If the dependent with disability predeceases the individual, predecease means what bachcho? Died before, or the member of HUF referred to above, okay, an amount equal to the amount paid or deposited as stated above shall be deemed to be the income. Amount paid or deposited as stated above shall be deemed to be the income of the assessee for the year in which such amount is received by the assessee and shall accordingly be chargeable to tax as income of that previous year. I mean, if at all you have done some kind of policy now here, any kind of scheme, and through that scheme you're getting any money. Why? Because you are contributing it, but that particular person, bachcho, the disability itself has now expired. So whatever money you will get through the scheme, it will be bachcho added in your income. Yes, till here? If the dependent predeceases. Okay. Alright, till here? And over here, DDB. The deduction under this section shall be reduced by the amount received under insurance from an insurer or reimbursed by an employer for the medical treatment of the assessee or dependent or a member of HA. This much we have also done in the case of salary. If at all you are getting any benefit or help or reimbursement from employer or insurance company, that amount will be reduced from this deduction. Okay, everybody? Why? Because whatever you are claiming your expenditure, you are claiming it as deduction, no? But if you get some help from insurance company, 10,000, 30,000, 25,000, or from employer, that amount will be reduced. Then you can't take the full deduction. Clear? Because you have not spent it, no? It is not going from your pocket then. Whatever money you get from the insurance company or employer. Fine. And lastly, dependent includes in all these both cases. Disabled dependent, check. Spouse, children, independent dependent. The word itself is dependent, बच्चों. Children, parents, even brothers and sisters of the individual. Fine. Underline the word बच्चों, dependent. है ना बच्चों? You getting my point, everybody? So important is what? Being dependent. So in case of HUF, member thereof, who is wholly or mainly dependent on the HUF and has not claimed any deduction under ATU in the computation of his own or in the computation of ATU of his income. That means the member himself has not claimed. Okay, and everybody, any kind of deduction. So HUF will claim. Then HUF can claim. Okay.
Recording stopped.
We'll do one more section and then we'll break. क्या करना है? बोलो. बोलो क्या करना है? बस करते. मानसी क्या सीन है तुम्हारा? लॉ खुद करोगी क्या या बाद में देखोगे रिकॉर्डेड? एक मिनट पहले यूट्यूब वालों को बंद कर देते हैं. यूट्यूब वालों बाय बाय.